Well, good morning, folks. This devotion is going to be just a little different today. Um, Yesterday, I was honored to be able to sing at the service for Karen Phipps. Her husband Ronnie and her son Brian had asked or allowed me the honor of doing that. Um, and so, so Brother Jimmy Spencer read the obituary and spoke, and Erin Phipps, Brian's wife, spoke, and I sang, and then Brother Jerry Mullins, her pastor, delivered the message. And I'd asked the night before what song they wanted, and they said they really didn't have a specific song. And I said, so you just trust me to do whatever? And they said yes. Well, at that time I had a couple of lines in my mind and even written on paper, and yesterday morning when I got to work, most everything else came together. I went in the office and took my guitar out and played what I thought would be the chord progression. And when I pulled into the church right at the time of visitation, the final two lines that I needed came to my mind. Now, I had prayed and I had taken other songs with me, and I just thought, well, God, if it's something that I can do for her for the last thing and for the family, I'd like to be able to. But if not, sometimes things like that just don't come. But this was what came. And so for Brian and for Ronnie and for Erin and for the girls, for the whole family, for those that were there, I saw on Facebook Karen had a great niece that was talking about going to her home and sitting there at her table. And one of them mentioned that it's the same gospel radio station, and it was AM 660 when they were prevalent. And you would walk in there and you would hear Sister Linda on the radio, and no matter, it never veered from that channel, I'm supposing. They said you could always feel at home there. And Brother Jerry said something yesterday that he said she made him feel so special. He thought it was just him, and then he found out that she made everybody feel that way. And so it's the same with a lot of people, I'm sure. But have you ever known somebody that made you feel so good? When the world said you can't do it, they'd say that you could. Always in your corner, telling you you're able, and always saving a place at the table. From the time I was a child, I knew that she cared, and later on in life, she'd always be right there. She loved my wife and children and made us feel so special, and she always saved us a place at the table. And she'd say, when you're sitting at this table, make yourself at home. You know that I love you, and I'm so glad you've come. Give your cares to Jesus, 'cause we know that He's able, and just enjoy the peace that you find at the table. The last time that I saw her, she wasn't quite herself. There were things she couldn't answer, so her family tried to help. I couldn't help but think, after years of being faithful, that God Himself had saved her a place at the table. And He said, "Come and sit down at the table and make yourself at home. You know that I love you, and I'm so glad you've come. The battle's finally over, and you have been faithful, so just enjoy the peace that you find at the table. The battle's finally over, and you have been faithful, so just enjoy the peace that you find at the table." God bless y'all.